这个做的很漂亮，对，蛮实用的，蛮实用的。
听说这是我们台湾的标语。
对，而且这个放数最好，对，够结实，对啊，整个可以承受10公斤，对，测试过，对啊，5公斤啊，那我的猫可以吧？我这个就可以了。所以它怎么会这样放呢？对，好像弄错了，是这里。
知道吃早餐所以。
Thank you for being a great example. It was teamwork. Yes.
We welcome many people to Canada at different levels of government, and then we're all thrilled to be able to do that. But nothing has ever given me as much of a thrill. I have to keep the tears here. Nothing has ever given me as big a thrill as to see you walk through that door tonight. We have done a lot of work together, with all of us as parliamentarians at all levels, to work with Taiwan, to protect Taiwan, and to get the world to recognize that it's a democracy in the middle of troubled lands. There's a big bully right beside you. Your diplomacy and your leadership in particular has really advanced the relationship not only between Canada and Taiwan, but I think for the world in Taiwan. Taiwan is talked about frequently at many dinner tables about what Taiwan has accomplished, as well as what Taiwan faces every day.
因为我来加拿大今年刚好30年，第一次有台湾的这个总统来哦，很兴奋。我们在国际的能见度比以前更多人知道我们台湾这几年那样，所以我觉得作为一个台湾人，我们觉得在这里讲很骄傲，讲话很大声。
我要跟他说是非常感谢小英总统呢这8年任内呢为台湾所做的一切努力，让台湾呢在国际上呢的能见度能够更进一步的提升，为台湾做了非常多的贡献，非常感谢他。Your presence tonight reflects the fact that Taylor is performing at Roger Center. Speaks volumes about your unwavering support for Taiwan.
一开场就秀英式幽默，逗得全场哈哈大笑。前总统蔡英文出访加拿大，当地时间21号，在万景市和多位加拿大政要进行晚宴。
在家里也想说，还好。
不只跟台裔多伦多市议员陈明利亲切互动，也跟熟悉的老朋友加台国会议员友好协会会长兼加拿大众议院国贸委员会主席史葛洛相见欢。
I'm very glad to be. I would have come very far for you, but I would have to go to Taiwan to have a chance to visit you.
两人一见面就牵起双手，大展好交情。史葛洛过去曾多次率团访台，最近一次是今年5月出席总统就职典礼。
I would always give 10 stars to Taiwan for their diplomacy and for their patience. They gently move forward a step at a time, and in the last 5-6 years, I think they've taken giant step forward in having recognition from the rest of the world of just how important Taiwan is.
加拿大政府对于这次蔡英文到访相当慎重，所到之处都有多位警察站岗，可说是元首级规格，就怕中国动员滋扰。
Unfortunately, one of the things that a lot of us had in common were the fact that we had been targets of the Chinese Communist Party in acts of foreign interference. But what you need to do, what democracies are increasingly realizing, is you cannot back away.
前总统蔡英文卸任后应邀访加拿大，出席哈利法克斯国际安全论坛，与多国政要举行双边会晤与午餐会议。多位加国资深议员都表示，台湾在地缘政治与经贸地位日渐重要，台湾国安与印太安全密不可分。
The whole Indo-Pacific region, the security there, security as we talk about in defense, but also security as we talk about in trade and health. Taiwan has to be and is a very important component of that entire security picture. So to try to think about separating Taiwan from the whole security in the region just makes no sense at all.
I'm not so aware of all of the politics involved in CPTPP. What I do know with certainty that were I chairing or were I having a role and my choice was between Taiwan and China, it would be an easy choice for me to go Taiwan, because you know that Taiwan will work within the rules and understandings of Western commerce, and you know that China will attempt to destroy the organization or turn the organization to its own benefits.
We have to keep pushing for Taiwan's inclusion in all international organizations, not just that one, but also not just trade organizations, but also the WHO and other things that are important for our societies to work together, and for Taiwan to be given the status it deserves on the world stage.
蔡英文也在领取马坎公共服务领袖奖行程之前，持续与英国保守党议员、影子外交大臣克恩斯及德国基民激社联盟外交政策发言人哈特等人举行会谈，盼凝聚欧洲国家对台支持。
Democracies have been working together to help Ukraine defend against Russia's full-scale invasion since February 2022. With domestic political changes and economic pressure, some democracies may have second thoughts or become more willing to compromise. But I'm sure we can all agree that authoritarian aggression should not be encouraged. A strong democratic front is required to deter authoritarians from threatening our security and our democratic way of life. So I hope that our discussion here in Halifax can help facilitate a more unified and effective approach to safeguarding democracies globally. Supporting Ukraine is about more than standing up for our democratic values. The impact of Russia's invasion on economies and societies around the world has been devastating. Resulting supply chain disruptions and inflation have taken a toll on the well-being of people everywhere, even in countries thousands of miles away from the conflict. Therefore, effective deterrence against authoritarian expansionism is fundamental to safeguarding our democracies and maintaining international order. That is why our continued support for Ukraine remains imperative, as a Ukrainian victory will serve as the most effective deterrence against future aggression. This will also signal that intimidation and the use of force against any members of our democratic community would result in serious consequences. The Ukrainian case awoke democracies to the fact that our adversaries have no reservation about boosting their military arsenals. And they have been relentless in exerting ever greater pressure on us, including through the increasing use of gray zone activities. Therefore, having a strong national defense against authoritarian imposition is not only essential, but urgent. This requires democracies to enhance their own defense capabilities across the board.